This story would be incomplete if it didn't include what my psycho dad did to me on my 15th birthday. I was working at a pet store on South Broadway for $1 an hour. My psycho dad had already told me that he was taking me to get laid for my birthday. I was terrified. I didn't want to get laid. I wasn't even looking at Playboy yet. I hoped and prayed that he wouldn't show up. But he did, and what happened next was one of the most horrific experiences of my life. Time to go home. No sign of my psycho dad, thank God. I walk out onto South Broadway, and there he is. He slapped me in my face, kicked me in my ass, and started beating the living shit out of me, right there on South Broadway. All because of something I said to my sister's friend Teresa at Thanksgiving dinner the night before. Teresa was always very flirtatious with me. She lived in 6C, the party dorm upstairs that a bunch of college kids had taken over. One day, I wandered into 6C, and there was Teresa, laying topless on the bed. There was no one else there, just me and her. I stood there in shock. I'd never seen a topless girl before. Teresa appeared to be sleeping. At least her eyes were closed. I was so innocent that I thought I could get in trouble for seeing Teresa's breasts. So I quietly left and never said a word. But yeah, me and Teresa were always flirting and teasing one another. What it was I said, I have no idea. But obviously nothing warrants beating the living shit out of your son on his 15th birthday. But that's only half the story. Later that night, I was home playing Atari, all the rage in 1978. My psycho dad knocked on the door, and I let him in as if nothing had ever happened. He asked me how much money I got for my birthday. Actually, I think the total was closer to 70. A lot of money for a 15-year-old in 1978. My psycho dad asked me if I wanted to bet it on a game of Atari. I don't think I agreed out of fear. I wanted his approval. I wanted his love, even though just hours earlier he'd beaten the living shit out of me, on my birthday no less. My dad won the game, took my $70, and left.